Oh man, do I love the Mega Bloks Halo Hornets. I mean, some of the vehicles, they've screwed up a bit or just not been that consistent with. But the Hornet, man, they've always done a really good job with that. But come on, Mega, it's been like, what, 4 years since the last one? I mean, it would be awesome to see a new one, right? Or maybe we could get a peek at what they look like in Halo Infinite. Maybe. Wait, what? There's a new one? Oh shit. Uh, Mega, what the fuck is this? No, really, I want to know what I'm looking at right now because it sure as hell isn't a fucking Hornet. That, what the hell did you guys smoke when you designed this? What was wrong with the old design which you've been using since 2009, since when you started, that you needed to change it to this garbage design? This I saw a comment on the Jang Bricks video where this was on that said this looks like a Lego Junior set, and it's not even wrong. It's not even wrong. I would have laughed when I read that comment if I wasn't just so bewildered and just, what the hell are you guys doing over there? Who passed this? Who thought this was a good design? Really? Even my dog thinks you guys are full of shit. Hey, hey, what do you think of the new Hornet design? You like it? Huh? He doesn't. He doesn't like it. He thinks it looks stupid. Mega has been making Hornets since 2009, and it holds a very special place in their line. If you're wondering why I'm getting so pissed off about this, let me explain, okay? So the Hornet, they've been doing it since they started. 2009 was the first year that Halo Mega Bloks came out. Back then it was the Halo Wars Authentic Collector's Series or something because, well, it was only based on Halo Wars because that was the year that game came out. And that was before they expanded into other games. The Hornet was one of their first sets. It was one of their first larger vehicles. It was their first flying vehicle, unless the Hawk ambush came out before. But it was definitely one of the very earliest flying vehicles. And it was, of course, their first Hornet. Unfortunately, I don't have it here to show you, but it was the grey version of 2009. And the part quality was terrible. It would fall apart, but it looked freaking awesome. Then in 2010, they came out with my personal all-time favourite design, which is this. So if you wonder why I like this design so much, let's move some crap out of the way. Look at this design, okay? Look at this, okay? The actual shape of the Hornet, I think, is perfect. This chain gun thing on the front here is my favourite version of it, even though it's simple, it spins. And the lights and sounds version is a nicer looking thing in terms of the chain gun. But I also love these rockets up here. I think they look great. And of course the sliding cockpit, which I think is a really cool, unique feature. And of course it's red, which people will complain is it's not game accurate. Well, this wasn't supposed to be the game accurate Hornet in terms of the colour, because it was specifically from the red, the little red series of vehicles. But in terms of design, I think this is pretty damn accurate, and it's my favourite. And of course the stickers are a drawback, but, you know, we could have just stuck with this design and had them printed, but no. Okay, well, in 2013, we had the new Lights and Sounds wave, and I think that feature was good, but a bit unnecessary to me, personally. I liked it, but this Hornet they made, and I'm going to apologise in advance for a few pieces missing from it, like the fin. This Hornet is a really nice redesign, and I say redesign, it's really similar in terms of the overall aesthetic to the original design, but they have improved it in some ways. You know, the actual build of it is better, more secure, and more complex, but in a good way. It looks a lot more detailed. And although I personally still prefer the nostalgic classic original design, this is a very close second. The awesome looking plastic chain gun with the original Lights and Sounds, which aren't working at the moment for mine. The nice neon-y cockpit, which still slides. Love that. Very smooth motion as well. And the overall design of this, as well as the colours, just really, really great Hornet. Definitely my second favourite. And then finally, for today, we have the one that came out most recently, apart from the monstrosity, the new one that just came out this year. We have, I believe this is either 2014 or 15 set. I'm going to say 2015, correct me if you know I'm wrong. This is a special one. This is the NMPD Hornet, and this is another update. And again, it's very similar to the original design, but as you can see, this one doesn't have the gun on it. It has a searchlight, and it's because of the NMPD theme. But sliding cockpit with, admittedly, harder to slide action than the 2013 one. But look, a redesign, again, while staying faithful to the original design. A lot of the things from the 2013 Hornet have been kept, but things like the tail, the obviously the lights, but the NMPD lights, the the turbine engines, and this area around the cockpit here have all been slightly redesigned. They all look great. They all look great, and compared to the new one, they look like a Da Vinci piece. Seriously, I don't know what the hell they were doing when they designed that new Hornet, but they've shrunk it. They have just blockied it. They've made it so blocky and stupid looking. And if you know Mega, they're known for making sets look really nice and not just like they're made out of bricks. Okay, I'll show you a great example in a minute. But just look at this new Hornet, and then I'm going to show you the new one. I mean, look at the old Hornet, and then I'm going to show you the new one again. Okay, look at this. Keep in mind, this is nearly 9 years old. And here's the new one again. Okay, so one of the main defences I've seen for this thing is that it was based on the Halo Wars 2 style. Okay, that's bollocks. First of all, explain to me how all the Halo Wars 2 sets, aside from this one, assuming it's Halo Wars 2, which I don't think it is, look really great. The Jackrabbit is so small and simple, and yet it looks great. All the Halo Wars 2 sets, the Banished vehicles, they look great. They look accurate and well designed. This thing... Jesus, I can't even start on this thing, to be honest. Look at the blockiness of it, first of all. The blockiness is terrible looking. It looks like one of their 2009 sets. And that's not a compliment. Some of their 2009 sets were great, but some of them looked quite blocky, like the original Ghost. This, though, the cockpit especially, I think, is one of the major awfulnesses of it. It looks like a Lego piece, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Lego, and this, as a Lego set, would actually be pretty cool. But this is a Mega Halo set, and Mega Halo is always known for putting game accuracy at a very, very high point. See, Lego don't put accuracy at the top, they put playability and, the structural stability and things at the top. They put quality of the build itself at the top over game accuracy, and that's not a bad thing. I love Lego, but these are supposed to be as accurate to the game as possible, as have been seen over the years. I don't think there's been many instances of really big screw-ups from Mega in terms of game accuracy. They've actually made their own original things, like the Oni Repex line, which I think actually look really cool and would fit in Halo. So that's how good they are at making things look Halo. What is that cockpit? That literally looks like a Lego piece. The colour, the hinge action, which I think the sliding was so much better. It doesn't look like a Hornet cockpit piece anymore. It looks like a Lego space piece. The front part, what is that gun? Is that supposed to be a gun? That looks terrible. It looks like a dinky little thing. The Hornet from 2009 had better weaponry than this. This is awful. And why do I not think this is from Halo Wars 2? Well, first of all, the colours I think look different, but also the figures. If it's a Halo Wars 2 set, why do we have figures from Halo 3? Not half bad figures, mind. But why are they from Halo 3? Or at least definitely not exclusive to Wars 2. They should have included Banished. Or the obviously Halo Wars 2 design, one of the Spartans from Red Team or something. You can't defend it with that. And then the size. The size is awful. It looks so small. And yes, it might not be that inaccurate, but neither was the original design. It's just... The Hornet has always been one of their best and most iconic vehicles, both in the Halo games and in Mega form. And they've just butchered it. They have. And there's one more feature, actually, that I want to talk about. One more defining feature why I really hate this thing. Oh, yeah, look at the cockpit in this picture. fucking hell, it looks bad. But they basically included flick fire missiles. Are you taking the mick? Now, yes, they're in the correct place, but flick fire goddamn missiles? Are you kidding me? Those are one of the things, right? I don't want to insult the flick fire missiles, the new, like, really long, weird looking missiles that LEGO have introduced. I'm not a fan of them, but Lego have been known for that kind of stuff because they, like I've said, they focus on playability and the build's integrity over accuracy. And yes, they can still make accurate sets. That's not what I'm disputing here. This is just stupid. The actual missiles are much better integrated than like the Lego ones can be, but they still look out of place and a bit shit. And yes, you can leave them off, but why would you include them in the first place? And that is my main problem with this. I wouldn't really care if it was just this thing, but that is a bad sign that they're going to start doing this in way more sets. Right, I've got one more thing to show you before I end this little rant of mine here. Sorry about this, but I am genuinely annoyed. Right, the last thing I want to show you is what Mega are truly capable of and why this is inexcusable. You might be thinking, oh, well, you know, I know they've been going for, what, 10 years now? Yeah, because they're making the new 10-year wave and those sets look so nice. But I want to show you why this is an outlier. This is a fluke. And why I'm being so hard on it is because I don't want them to start doing more of this kind of crap. This is one of the best designed toys I've ever seen. This is the Mega Bloks Phantom from 2011. Now, this is one of the most iconic vehicles in Halo, and they have done it so much justice. I know the turret's missing off the front. I just took it off. It's really easy to put back on. But look, okay, this is the kind of this is like a textbook example of a good Mega set. Okay, really creative design. Look at the way they've incorporated the slope pieces and all the bricks into this. This is a genius design, and it's not devoid of playability because you can remove this big chunk of the roof. You can play on the inside. Just being careful with this. You can't really see to one another, but there's a lot of space in there for figures, and you can display them, and it's so easy to click back on. Unique pieces just designed for this set. Like, these were first introduced in this set, I think. They've been used since, but this here is one unique piece that was designed specifically for the Phantom, and then never used again. The back looks really nice, all these custom pieces as well. And if you notice, there are loads of studs and stuff that are exposed. But that makes it, I don't think that detracts from it at all. I actually think it looks nicer. It reminds you that it's a Mega Bloks toy here. But they've incorporated it in a way, leaving the exposed bricks, they've incorporated it in a way that looks really good and faithful to the original design. It doesn't leave out playability, doesn't leave out the builds being structurally safe and stable. I know I'm being careful with this, but you know, Lego sets, if you drop them, they'll smash. This isn't an exception. But they've included the piece here for when enemies get dropped down. But just look at the design of this thing and how awesome it looks and instantly recognisable as what it's supposed to be. And yes, the new Hornet is still recognisable. That's just because of the, you know, the design of the Hornet is so iconic itself. They butchered it so badly, and this came out, this came out 8 years before this new Hornet did. So don't take this as me saying I hate Mega if you've seen my channel. The Hornet as well is very special to this channel because my first video was a Hornet review. So, you know, I love the Hornet, I love Mega Bloks Halo specifically, the Mega Halo line, for people who are going to get whiny if I say Mega Bloks and not Mega Constructs or whatever, but I just don't want them to keep screwing up. And the icing on the cake is it's so goddamn hard to get Mega Halo in the first place in the UK. Anyone who lives in the UK who collects this stuff will know this pain, because the one retailer that I would actually get Mega Halo from was Toys R Us. Yeah, and yeah, you know what happened to them? So I am out of options in terms of stores now, and trust me, I look everywhere I go if there's any there. Now I'm stuck with eBay and Amazon, and yes, you can get good deals. I actually just bought some things on there which will be in an upcoming video, but it's still a pain in the ass to have to do this, and the postage and the additional price inflation that these Americans and people will do because they know how bad their Mega's distribution is insulting, to be honest. I'm trying to get the new Heroes line, and I'm probably going to pay upwards of £100 to get them all. What the fuck? But yeah, okay, I should bring this to an end. Okay. If you know how much I love Mega, this is just because I want them to make good sets. I want them to make good sets and to be successful and to distribute outside of America, please. Or at least to the UK, because they do distribute outside of America, but yeah. Mega, please, God, don't make any more sets as bad as the new Hornet is. I want you guys to tell me in the comments. If you like the new Hornet, I want you to tell me if you do and why. I'm genuinely curious. I'm not going to, like, have a fit or something, but yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, despite the negative tone, and I'll see you in my next video. By the way, that part 2 video, I know I said it was coming out, it literally would have done, but I then immediately went to this house where I don't have the stuff to make it. I'm sorry, it's coming Wednesday. Either Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, I know I've been vague and stupid with these fucking deadlines, but it's coming so soon, okay? Wednesday or Thursday, guaranteed. Right. Mega, please. Just go back to making stuff like this and not like that new Hornet. Alright, I'll see you guys later.